Okay, on to the last page of the pack. We're still doing the reverse percentages applied questions. So in 2008, Evan bought a car. In 2010, Evan sold the car to Grace and made a loss of 25%. In 2018, Grace sold the car and made a profit of 45%, and she sold it for this much. How much did Evan buy the car for in 2008? So if we think about the journey that this price has gone on, let's just call it original. What would we multiply it by to reduce it by 25%? Well, if you reduce 100% by 25%, you're left with 75%, which is 0.75. We then increase the cost of the car by 45%. So to increase by 45%, that would give us 145 or 1.45 as a decimal, and that gives us an answer of £15,225. So to find the original cost, we just need to undo this. You could either times these together now and divide that by the result, or you could just divide that by each thing separately. Okay, I'm just going to divide it by each thing separately, I think. It doesn't matter what order you do that in. I'm just going to go from right to left. So the original price of the car is 14,000. Okay, number 3. There are 1,500 people at an ice hockey match. The announcer says that this is exactly 30% more people than the previous match. Explain why the announcer is wrong. Well, I assume that would give an amount of people that isn't possible. So let's see. So the previous match, what would you multiply that by to increase it by 30%? Times it by 1.3. So to work out the previous amount, we would do 1,500 divided by 1.3. Let's see what that would give us. Yeah, so that would give us 1,153.8 people. And it goes on, which is not possible. Because you can't have a non-whole number of people. Gerard and Martin were both given a pay rise. Gerard was given a 25% pay rise and Martin a 5% pay rise. The ratio of Gerard's salary to Martin's salary is now 12:7. Martin is now paid 21,000. Work out Gerard's pay before the pay rise. Okay, so a bit of ratio thrown in there. So 12:7. That's Gerard to Martin, and Martin is now paid 21,000. So that's our linking bit of information. What would I times 7 by to get 21? 3. So I must times it by 3,000 to get that. So how much does Gerald get paid now? 12 times 3 is 36, so 36,000. Okay, and that is a 25% pay rise. Okay, so something times 1.25 is 36,000. So to work out that amount, 36,000 divided by 1.25. $28,800. That's what Gerard got paid before. I'm trying to work out whether we actually needed to know this information. Just check I've done it right. I don't think so. I don't think we needed to know this. Anyway. Number 5. Michael bought a hat and a coat. The hat cost £10. He sold both items for a total of £90. Michael made a 200% profit on the hat and an 80% profit on the total cost. Work out the percentage profit on the cost of the coat. Okay, well, if he made a 200% profit on the hat, that means £10 would have been a 100% profit. 20, so he's made £20 on the hat. So he sold the hat for £30. He sold both items for 90, so he must have sold coat for 60. Okay, and he made an 80% profit on the total cost. So £90 is an 80% profit. So 180% is £90. Yeah, that's fine. So to work out 100%, oops. First going to work out 20%, and I'm going to do that by dividing by 9. So that would obviously give me £10. So 100%, to get to that I would times by 5. So 100% is £50. That's how much he bought both items for. So he must have paid £40 for the coat. He sold it for £60, and not really any calculation needed to see that that's a 50% profit. Okay, Leonie bought a hat and a coat. The hat cost £6. You sold them both for a total of 45. She made a oh god, another one of these questions. Right, 300%. So 3 lots of this would be 18. She's made £18 on that. So she sold it for 24. Okay, which means she must have sold the coat for 21. Okay, £45 is a 125% profit. So 225% is 45. What's 100%? I'm going to turn this into 1%. I know it'll give me a very small amount. So that's 1/5, 0.2, or 20p in this case. So 100% is £20. That's what she bought both for. Work out her percentage profit on the cost of the coat. So she bought the hat for £6, which means she must have paid £14 for the coat. Use my handwriting. And she sold it for 21. So that's an extra 50% again. It's an extra £7. Okay. Number 7. Trevor is a car salesman. He bought a car for £5,000. Currently is holding a sale with 35% off the price of all cars. Trevor wants to sell the car, so he makes a 10% profit on the price he paid. How much should Trevor advertise the car for? Okay, so we want £5,000. We want to increase that by 10%. Okay, so we would times by 1.1, and that would give 5,500. That's how much he wants to sell the car for. but he wants that to be 35% less than the price advertised. Okay, so the advertised price, I'll just put add price. Now, how would you decrease by 35%? You would find 65%. So that's our equation. We want to divide 5,500 by 0.65. What does that give us? £8,461.54. It's not a very nice amount.